Well, in this city update, I'm joined today by Shauna Haslam. She's our Stormwater Educator for the City of Fayetteville, and we're out here today along Linear Park out by Cross Creek, and we're talking about that you guys have been getting a lot of calls lately because of some high water and standing water.
Yes. So we have been unseasonably wet here in the past few months, probably since about Florence, and we have been getting a lot of calls with standing water issues and things like that in citizens' yards. And we really just wanted to talk a little bit about why that might be.
Now, I understand a lot of storm water, it's got two routes to go in a storm. It can either go down a storm drain and out into a creek, which eventually makes its way out into the ocean, or it can get absorbed into the ground.
Exactly. And when it gets absorbed into the ground, that water is called groundwater. And unfortunately, the only place for it to go is into the ground, where it will water your grass, water your trees. And when we have been unseasonably wet, where we've got a lot of rain events and the water isn't allowed to move quickly through the soil, the only thing that we can really do is wait for it to filter through.
Because it's already saturated. It's
Exactly.
like a sponge, you know, it just can only hold so much. It's
Right.
going to let that water percolate on down into the aquifer to make room for the water up on top.
Exactly.
So if somebody does see like some standing water in their front yard or something that's not near a storm drain necessarily, should they call stormwater? What are you asking?
We're hoping that people will just give it a couple of days, let it dry out, kind of like this week. We've had a few days of dry weather. Hopefully you're starting to see that water recede a little bit, go down into the ground. If after a few days you're still not seeing it go down, then possibly give us a call and we can try to see if it is a stormwater issue. But if it's not going into the storm drain, if it's just standing in the yard, most likely that is a groundwater issue. If it's not draining into the storm drain and your storm drain is having issues, that's when you need to call us.
And that's when you're like, see your road or a street
Right.
flooding.
Exactly.
So what are you asking people? I know we do a lot of these messages, but if you see a storm drain like this, where we
Right.
got a lot of debris that can clog up a drain, can clog up the pipes and all that, what are we asking for people to do?
Well, we typically ask people, if you see like yard debris,
Just gotta clear it out.
pine straw, just clear it off. Take a rake if you need to, or your hands, just kind of wipe it off. That way it allows the water to flow a little bit more quickly, because even just a little bit of yard debris can actually stop it from functioning the way that it was designed to. And just taking a rake or taking your hands and safely cleaning the top of that storm drain off, you'll see a lot of improvement with that water flowing a little bit quicker off of the road, and hopefully see some improvement with that water flowing.
And if you do see a clogged storm drain or a flooded street, what's a good number to call?
They can call us at 433-1613. That is our stormwater hotline. And if the storm drain is clogged, then we can go out and try to see what's going on with it.
Well, thank you for joining us on this City Update, and thank you for watching.